Hi there, Gareth from Port Monkeys, and we are on the Grand Princess today, and we're just going to take a quick spin around the bottom three decks. We're on deck 5 in the Piazza, and let's just begin. So over here on the port side is Good Spirits at Sea. And if we go aft, we get the Michelangelo dining room. Remember, we're on Plaza deck 5. So this is the Michelangelo dining room. It's got traditional dining times currently and really loud music. You hear that? Anyway, this is the midship stairs. They only go up to deck 7 though. And that's the midship elevators. Not these. These are for crew. We crossed over to starboard, and this is the Internet Cafe. So it's got computers you can use and a printer. That brings us to the Vines Wine Bar. And if you're thinking, wow, it's a small Vines, it is. It's a small Vine. And this brings us to Alfredo's Pizzeria. Again, pretty small. Remember though, the Grand Princess is one of the smallest princess ships. And over here we have the International Cafe, where you can get complimentary food items. And then the Fine Art Gallery. We just came up the forward stairs to deck 6, Fiesta deck 6. And this is one of the entrances to the Princess Theater. Let's make a quick stop into Snooker Cigar Bar. And I'm not sure how much longer we're going to have a cigar bar. I don't know what the plans are. Many, if not all, of the Churchills have been changed over to video arcades, games. But there it is. And yeah, it smells like cigarettes, or cigars. And if you walk down this tunnel, you will come to the Princess Theater. But you have to go upstairs. And there it is, Princess Theater. Now they've got the curtains open, so we're going to just walk along here. They're getting ready for a show. The band would sit up there. It's a nice theater, it's a nice size, nice layout. And we're going to go out the other side. So upstairs to get in, downstairs to sit down. Here's the cast. This is Snookers again. And that brings us to the Grand Casino. And it's grand. They have craps, they have slot machines, they have heads up hold'em, Fun 21, blackjack, high card flush, 3-card prime. They have roulette, slot machines, a bar. Now we're heading aft on the port side of Fiesta Deck 6. This is guest services. If you're old like me, you might call it the purser's desk. Let's go ahead and continue on. Of course, this is the piazza where we started. Whoa. This is Calypso Cove, one of the shops of Princess. Clothing, souvenirs, liquor, snacks, sundry items, aspirin, cold pills. I'm going to cross over here. This is the midship elevators and stairs. Remember, the stairs only go up to deck 7 now. This is Facets, or the Effie store, jewelry. That brings us to the Da Vinci dining room. Da Vinci. And this is the walk-in dining room. You just line up at the door and they seat you. Da Vinci dining room. Well, we've gone up to Promenade deck 7, and this is sort of the back door to the Explorer's Lounge. We're going to come around to the front door. We're going to walk down that hallway over there. They're getting ready for an art auction in here, but this is the Explorer's Lounge. Now let's head forward again. This is Meridian Bay. Purses, jewelry. Apparently they've got t-shirts, watches. Of course, this is the piazza, what it looks like from Promenade deck 7 where we are. We started down there in that oval. Essence, that's perfume. We're going to come back by there. That door right there is the door to the future cruise sales. And this door is the door to the Crown Grill, the ship's steakhouse. And it's a pretty good sized Crown Grill. The Grand Princess was launched in 1998. It's about 107,000 tons and it carries around 2,600 passengers. This is the Leaves Tea and Library, but I don't think you're going to get somebody to make you tea in here. Mostly it's a library. Although I guess you could order tea, have it delivered here on the Medallion app. I also have these puzzles here every day. This is the shore excursion desk. Now remember, we're heading forward, which is going to bring us to the theater again. Of course, there's where you can go outside on the outer promenade. Forward stairs and elevators. Again, stairs, although for people that need it, there's a ramp. Theater's got good sight lines. It does get filled up though. Remember that. Now we're going to backtrack a little ways. Shore excursion, the theater was around there in front. Leaves, Tea and Library, Crown Grill. Back in the piazza. Promenade deck 7. And this is Crooner's Bar. Crooner's Bar. And of course it's a piano bar. Although they do play other instruments here. And it's fairly good size. And I'm going to squeeze between these seats. Alright. Back to the midship elevators and stairs. However, the midship stairs don't go any higher than that. Up all these stairways is a door. So crew only. Now we're back to Explorer's Lounge, like I said. A moment ago we came in over there, and now we're coming in over here. And this is the way most people come into the Explorer's Lounge, and it's a good sized lounge. They play game shows here, they play trivia, they have art auctions. What do you know about that? Aye. Explorers. That brings us to the Wheelhouse Bar. And it's dark in there, but we're going to go in anyway. Wheelhouse Bar. And they have live music in here too. Nightly. And they even have globes. So, Wheelhouse Bar. And a bar, of course, in the Wheelhouse Bar. Maybe it's called Wheelhouse Lounge, I don't know. Oh, yes I do. And this is Sabatini's Italian Trattoria. Another one of the pay-for restaurants. Upscale restaurants. It's Italian food. That brings us, of course, this is the photo gallery. These panels would open up and your pictures would be on them. And this is where you'd pay, and you can buy accessories for your medallion, binoculars, memory cards. This is Oceanfront, where you get help with your medallion or the Wi-Fi. Oceanfront. Now we're almost to the back of the ship. That's the Vista Lounge. But first we're going to go down to the Botticelli dining room. The only way to reach Botticelli is to walk to the back of the ship on deck 7 and then go down. Or I guess you could walk on deck 8, deck 9, and so on. And you could take an elevator if you want. Well, hi.
How are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
Yes, sir.
Just gonna walk in here and shoot a couple videos. Hi. All ready? So, Botticelli dining room. This is the anytime dining. You make a reservation various times. It's not walk-in. It's reservation only. And we're going to go back up to Promenade Deck 7 from Fiesta Deck 6. And in this video, in the Vista Lounge. Now the Vista Lounge is by far the largest lounge on board. In fact, it's so large that you can't see the other side there because it's dark too. Right? It's got a bar. Have the Captain's Circle party in here. Sometimes trivia. Church services on Sunday. See that? And it's got a giant dance floor and a stage. So Vista Lounge. And you can enter it on the port side too. You just can't walk forward on the port side past these doors unless you walk outside. Actually, you can't get outside here either. Oh yeah, you can. So that's the lower 3 decks of the Grand Princess. Be sure to stay tuned for the upper 3 decks or 4 decks of the Grand Princess. So I'm Gareth, and I'll see you in the next port. Bye.